Huh. There's a homeless shelter, huh? This is a homeless shelter right now. I mean, you guys have turned Milton Friedman into, you know, from a rationalist to a complete Darwinian. Have a little faith. Wish, man. I wish. A little Versace. She's hot.
His name is on our greatest monuments, on our money too. When we pledge allegiance, there's no doubt where we stand. There's no separation. We're one nation under him. In God we still trust. Here in America, he's the one we turn to every time we.
There might be some hot chicks here.
Well, good evening. Thank you all for coming. My name is David Koch. I just want to come out and welcome everyone. This is an enormous and beautiful theater. Thank you all for coming to the Hoyt Sherman tonight.
Fuck Havana, man.
Because guess what?
It's wide open.
The United States representative from the 6th District of Minnesota, and my good friend, Michelle Bachman.
Thank you so much for making the appreciation for life your priority to be here tonight. And I'm so grateful for this wonderful event that was put together. And by the way, Merry Christmas to everyone who's here tonight. For all seasons, this is the season where we celebrate life and birth, the birth
The House of Representatives, Newt Gingrich.
There you go.
Well, first of all, thank you all very much for coming out tonight. It is a terrific opportunity for me to be here with Dave Bossie and Citizens United, who produced this film. And somewhere out there, I'm not quite sure where he's sitting, is Kevin Knobloch. Where's Kevin? Right here, Kevin is the director. Kevin is a very dear friend of ours. Of course, I've made 7 documentaries with him, and we just regard him very, very highly. So I think you'll find this to be a very powerful film and a gift of life for him. He's going to have a big impact. I was just talking to Governor Huckabee back to the back and thanking him for doing this. These movies really matter. And they really matter for a very practical reason. We're engaged in a cultural struggle with a secular elite that believes that life is random and has no moral meaning. And the whole reason behind Roe versus Wade is a utilitarian, phony science reasoning that has collapsed under the weight of modern technology. And the fact is, as the country became more and more aware of the meaning of Roe versus Wade, it has turned more and more against abortion. And this has been a cultural fight. It's been normal, everyday people saying, no, this is wrong. And it goes to the heart of what it means to be an American. The fact is, the base of this country, the key to American exception, is the Declaration of Independence. And that we are endowed with it. And that means that defining when you become a person is central to the whole question. After all, if the state can decide you're only a person when the state declares it, then why stop at Roe versus Wade? Why not go to euthanasia? Why not decide if you are appropriate at 14 or 12 or 10? And that's why at its heart, this is the central moral question of our life.
It's an honor to be here with you tonight. And I told somebody, I said, just think about being in Iowa.
Santorum, Santorum, couldn't put a
Thank
suit
you so
on.
much. It is great to be back in Iowa, although I've been here for a little bit of time. 99 counties. This is by the end of this week.
And that's what she says today. My life was spared for a purpose. But I feel a sense of urgency because I was targeted. And
people and kind of the intelligentsia that's out there. The intelligentsia is smart enough to look at that picture of little baby and get it.
The problem is they're smart enough to understand that foundation of America is based on the Judeo-Christian ethic, which allows for freedom.
Right.
I get to work with wonderful people like this. It's easy. I'm glad you're here.
Hey Newt, I just wanted to introduce myself. I've been a fan since the 90s. Matt Libman, I'm a fan, and you're one of the reasons why I'm a conservative.
Thank you.
You made some great points about the logical argument behind abortion. Do you ever feel that maybe separating life from marriage, or separating maybe even life from the church, as far as when we hit the public and try to convince people? I think there's so many scientific and logical.
Not only life in the church necessarily are synonymous.
But do you think in the eyes of maybe the liberals or some of the moderates, they might look at life as kind of a churchish?
I think, but the example I use is in church.
But
It's our founding political doctrine.
But then in the same paragraph, you did reference marriage, and so it becomes, or in the same speech, you did reference sanctity of marriage.
Here I talk very specifically about
But you did mention marriage here as well. At the end, you did mention, which is okay, and I think I'm on this.
I think you're confusing it with another speaker.
Okay, well, either way.
Here on life is that you can win one argument and not win the other. I happen to want to win both of them, but I think the life issue it communicates itself.
All right. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it, and good luck. We'll see you on the trail.
Suicide, they sound frozen to death and frozen.